we skip to the part where you shoot me? I really can't sit through this argument again.
Not until you put things back. Passamon Industries meant something. The world's much worse off without it.
Sorry if I'm not all melancholy for a timeline with more weapons in them.
Without me in charge, do you know who built those weapons instead? Lazarus. Their weapons cause much more death, much more destruction. So yes, the world would be much better off.
You think Bates Tech didn't mean anything? I poured my heart and soul into making us a brand to be reckoned with. I was proud of that. And if you weren't so damn capricious, you would have been proud of it too.
Proud of being held back at every turn?
Held back? Do you know how many of your messes I had to clean up in all 3 timelines?
That's just it. Science is about experimentation. It's supposed to be messy. I tried to explain that to you, but oh no!
She did it. Oh, thank God she did it. Thea, you read me?
Loud and clear, Noz. You have no idea how good it is to hear your voice. Chronosuit is engaged. Can I come home now?
Confirmed. Stand by. And time fall in 3, 2, 1.
Wow, what a mess. Are they...
They're alive, which isn't fair if you think about it. They killed me at least 30 times.
Stings, doesn't it?
Like 100 wasps to the brain. I think I'm going to phone the police. Then you and I are going to JV's. Unless you have somewhere else to be.
No, not this time.
Good. Then let's go. And don't let me order soda this time. Whew. I needed this.
We should do this more often. Why don't we?
I've wondered the same thing.
I get it. Too many ERP rewinds can do your head in. Take it from me. The best thing is to blotto up. Speaking of, same again, Mix.
Right away.
It's not the rewinds. Well, not just the rewinds. I should never have agreed to a Crow-Vergence mission, let alone 2. I'm slipping. I'm normally so careful. Oh well, in for a penny.
I'm the one who pushed for it.
I know. That's why I agreed at first. I figured we needed it.
Because of Duffy.
Because of Duffy.
Misery loves company.
I'm not miserable, Fia. I'm... You know, I had a cluster once, right? Back in the early days.
I do. You've mentioned them. Sabu and Sarah, right?
That was them. You've never asked me about them. Not in 10 years. Neither did Duffy.
Well, we didn't want to pry. Personal timelines. Kind of a private thing.
You have no idea how kind you both were. It wasn't just a cluster. It was a whole family. Little Rayla. She just turned 5. Right. Well, you know how our PFE only protects our physical existence, but not our whole timeline?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know it back then. They got chrono shifted away. Gone. Haven't seen them since.
How long ago did this happen?
15 years? Relative time? Gosh, Rayla would be in university by now. Assuming she stopped doodling cats on her homework. Drove her teachers nuts.
Any idea where they are now, in this timeline?
No idea. I used to check their psionic profiles. Never a single hit. Not once.
Did you ever try to bring them back?
Of course I tried. But we didn't have the records we have now. I didn't know where to begin. So, I fell back on the mantra.
Focus on the job.
Words we all try to live by. Easier for you than me, maybe, but still.
Sorry, easier for me?
Yeah, you, Duffy. Any Chronozen employee hired in the last 15 years. You have to go through that old thing these days, what do you call it? Suitability analysis review. Determines your ability to shrug off changes to the timeline. Your marks were quite high, if I remember.
What made me so suitable, anyway? Is it a secret?
No, but why do you want to know?
Duffy and I were talking about it last month, trying to suss out why we were picked.
Oh. Well, there's a list of rankings the size of my arm that factor in, but most important, your ability to resist distractions.
Distractions?
Yeah, changes to family, friends, close personal ties, your own timeline. We moved you away from your home country for a reason.
So you're saying we, don't care about anything?
Of course not. But you deal with timeline changes better than any agent I've known. 10 years you've worked here, and your accent hasn't even changed. You're a rock. Always have been.
Until Duffy, you mean?
Until Duffy. Yeah. And that painting didn't help either.
You, know about that?
It wasn't hard to figure out. I was monitoring your vitals when you first saw it, remember? It was all too familiar.
It doesn't matter anyway. The painting is gone. They all are. Chrono shifted. Never existed.
I'm sorry.
Imanu's gone too. No archive record at all. So don't worry. Neither will be a distraction anymore.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I understand perfectly. A few paintings hardly compare to losing your whole family. That's why you're telling me this, isn't it? To give me perspective.
This is about Duffy. It's been hard on me too. I could have used a night out like this weeks ago, but you were always,
At the gallery.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You were grieving too.
You should have said something.
Said what? That you were grieving the wrong way?
Still, I didn't think to see if you were hurting. Made it all about myself.
Fia, you could have left me in that ERP loop forever. You didn't. You were there when it mattered. That's the thing about this job. When we are the only constants in our world, all we have is each other. So when something like Duffy happens, it creates...
Distractions.
Yeah.
Speaking of, another round?
Please.
Mix. 2 distractions, please.
Coming right up.
That was a night. Noz, you holding up okay?
I'm trying to decide which is worse. This hangover or getting blasted in the head over 30 times.
Full of regrets, are we?
Nah, yeah, but last night wasn't one of them. Anyway, I already have a client lined up. You heading over?
On my way.
Alright, I'll keep her occupied till you get here. See you soon.
And back to the grind. Lights! And here I am. No distractions.
ID acknowledged. Welcome, Fia Quinn.
I've researched everything I need to know about this creep. I don't need a babysitter.
Well, speak of the devil.
I've been called a devil more than enough recently, thank you.
Huh?
Never mind. Long story.
Fia, this is Hana Tanaka.
Detective Hannah Tanaka. I'm not retired yet.
Pleasure to meet you.
You look tired. You sure you're up for this?
I'm the only agent working in the city right now. So, unless you'd like to come back in a few months when we've hired someone else...
No, you'll do, I guess. Anyway, like I was telling your colleague here, every cop's got their white whale. The one case they could never solve. 60 years ago, my best friend Yvonne was murdered. I discovered the body myself. Nobody found the guy who did it. Nobody even tried. Until now.
Nobody tried to solve it. Why?
Because something happened 5 hours after I found the body. A little something called 2 planes hitting the World Trade Center.
Ah,
The NYPD was a bit preoccupied for a while. Procedure went out the window, no evidence was logged, no leads were followed. But by the time things settled down, the trail was cold. Just one more sad story, in a day full of countless more.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Yeah, well, thanks. But it won't matter soon, because we're gonna fix it.
So you want to solve your friend's murder?
Solve it? No. That's already been done. I don't need to solve it. I want to stop it.
The murder's been solved? I thought you said there wasn't an investigation.
There wasn't. The scumbag was arrested 5 years ago. He wrote a tell-all book from prison. 50 years behind the trigger. The memoirs of Nick Cord. The blasting socket confessed. Yvonne was one of his very first kills.
Well, it's clear what needs to be done. We stopped this Nick Cord from killing your friend Yvonne.
Like we said back in my day. Duh.
Just one thing to be aware of, his impact ranking is medium, so your goal is to stop him, not kill him.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it, but I know.
Right. So shall we be off? Wow, nice choice for a landing spot.
Thanks. I had a feeling you'd like it.
Going local now.
Not bad. But it is raining. Could you...
Sure. Let me adjust the settings.
Much better. Thanks. Go on, send her through. Welcome to 2001, Miss Tanaka. You all right?
Sure, I'm fine. I'm always fine. So we're here?
Look behind you.
Huh. Yeah, we're here. Can't dispute evidence like that. Huh. I thought I'd feel something.
Something? Like what?
I don't know. Like tension in the air. This whole city, the whole world, is about to completely change. But it's just a normal day.
Tomorrow is the day that everything changes. Not today.
Yeah, one day at a time. Just like police work. Gotta stay dispassionate. Keep that distance. That's how you get through it.
No distractions, you mean?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work.
And does it?
Would I be here if it did? Anyway, I'm ready when you are.
Fia, are you? I'll just pretend.
No entry. Wasn't there a best-selling biography written about him?
Yes, but a lot of Nick's targets were very high profile. His archive data was probably redacted.
Oh well, worth a shot.
I'll just remove his name from the search list.
It's locked from the inside, just as well. The fire escape is less conspicuous anyway. Do you need help getting down?
I guarantee I've climbed up and down more fire escapes than you. Out of my way. Let me go first.
Hannah?
I'm alright. Just a bit of deja vu. I still remember where I found her. She was right here, against the wall. Shot once in the back, and once in the back of the head. I could smell her brains. I didn't even know brains could smell. Then I threw up, right about here. So much for preserving the crime scene. Not that it mattered. 5 hours later, the whole world changed. One little homicide seemed so inconsequential in the face of all that.
That must have been terrible.
I want to say I wasn't ready, but how could anyone be ready for that? I was naive as hell. Not every case gets priority, I get that. But this one, it didn't even have a chance. Never forget, they said. Well, I didn't, and here I am.
I'm a time traveler, not a sanitation worker. Besides, I've spent more than enough time in rubbish bins. I am unsure where to go. I should ask Hannah for the address. Hannah?
Huh? Yeah?
You said you discovered the body. What were you doing here?
This block was part of my regular rounds. Yvonne lived in the neighborhood too. She said it was just a coincidence, but I think she just wanted to be near me. At least, that's what I'd like to believe.
Do you have any theories about why Yvonne was killed?
So many you have no idea. There's no evidence for any of them. But the why doesn't matter anymore. I just care about if.
I know that the murder wasn't investigated, but surely you looked into it yourself.
I was a fresh-faced beat cop. You think I had the clout to go off on my own? By the time I rose through the ranks, the case was too cold, and the world had changed.
What was the alley like when you found it?
About the same. Aside from Yvonne's body and the smell. Yvonne had her wallet. About 80 bucks in it. A few credit cards. She was wearing a silver necklace and her wedding ring.
So Nick Cord's motive wasn't robbery?
Sure. We know that now, thanks to his confession. We didn't know it then. Not for certain.
What did Nick Cord's confession actually say?
Here, I have a copy handy. You should probably read it.
Nick Cord was a killer for hire. What did your friend get mixed up in?
Don't know. Doesn't matter. If we stop Nick, Yvonne doesn't die.
So I suppose we wait here?
Huh?
It's where the murder was committed, and we know roughly when it happened. So my assumption was that we'd just wait.
Wait, huh? I suppose that's one option. But come on. I'm an old lady. You're untrained. 100 things could go wrong.
I've held my own in worse situations.
While holding that fancy weapon of yours, no doubt. Pew!
Not every time.
We only get one shot at this, so we hit him where he lives.
His archive data has been redacted. We don't know where he lived.
Please, you forget who you're talking to. Collect enough favors, and nothing stays redacted for long. He lives in a cheap room in some dinky brownstone called the Essex House. It's not far.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Yeah, no sense wool gathering. This friggin' rain. They always talk about how the attack happens under a clear blue sky. They never talk about the day before.
You want us to print you out an umbrella? Or a hood?
Nah, I'm fine. Let's just keep moving. Right, this is it. Stand back. Be ready for anything.
Remember, no killing.
Jesus, I'm not some trigger-happy greenhorn. Just let me do the talking, okay?
Yeah,
Good evening, sir. Are you Nick Cord?
that's me.
Good to know.
I thought you said you'd be talking.
My fist said plenty. Now get in here before someone sees us, and find something to restrain him with. There, all tucked in. He's not going anywhere.
Well, Noz, what's the verdict?
Checking.
Well,
It looks like there were a few ripples, but only marginal ones.
marginal.
Meaning nothing worth mentioning has changed. Yvonne Lazati is still found murdered in that alley. I'm sorry to tell you this, Detective, but we might have the wrong guy.
That's impossible. I don't understand. How?
Are you absolutely sure that we have the right man?
Positive. He confessed. He knew Yvonne's name. He knew the alley where she was killed. He knew exactly where on the body the bullets were. But he was over 80 years old when he made that confession. People get confused at that age, even with the Anderson treatments. Blast it all. There's only one way to be completely sure. We need to kill him.
No.
Come on. If we kill him and Yvonne lives, we know we've got the right guy.
And if she doesn't, we killed an innocent man.
Innocent. Please. Don't tell me history is better off with this guy breathing.
That's not up to us. We are not killing him.
Then what do you suggest?
Let me check the ripples. Maybe there's a clue there. Stand by.
Oh, what the? Hey, who the hell are you? What's going on? Help! Somebody help!
Alfred, shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you.
Hannah!
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fire. Yet. Figure out if we've got the right guy, quickly, before I forget my years of training.
That's my gun. What are you doing with my gun?
I took it out of your pocket, idiot. Really? Your pocket? Ever hear of a damn holster?
Hey, leave that alone. That's the good stuff.
You got bigger priorities now, Nikki. Focus. Not to mention you left the safety off. You wanna blow your foot off? Or something else? How'd a socket like you get away with this?
Rust-stained water. Ugh.
Nothing to say?
Whatever it is you want, you're not getting it.
I want you dead in a gutter.
Hannah has him covered.
If you were gonna kill me,
Hannah?
Little busy right now. Don't blast and tempt me.
still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
Yvonne Lazati.
Who?
You know who she is.
Fear? Out.
I know lots of girls. Can't remember all their names.
We can't leave yet.
You're going to kill her. I'm telling you not to.
You're talking.
This should do the trick.
Huh? You want to hit him over the head with it?
No. Get him so drunk he can't stand.
Bad idea. Some of the worst murders I've seen were committed when they were drunk. Find another plan. Now where were we? I know who you are. I know what you are.
I volunteer at a puppy orphanage.
You do see who's holding the gun here.
That's my gun. What are you doing with my gun?
I took it out of your pocket, idiot. Really?
Revealing our activities to the world would not be smart.
Not to mention you left the safety off. You want to blow your foot off? Or something else? How'd a socket like you get away with this for 50 years?
Perhaps there's a timeline where that...
Nothing to say?
Whatever it is,
If there is a reason for that, I don't see it.
I want you dead in a gutter. Can you give me that?
The multi-tool can
Don't blast it.
The multi-tool control.
Still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
The multi.
Yvonne,
The multi-tool.
Who?
you know who she is.
I know lots of girls. Can't remember all their names.
You're going to kill her. I'm telling you not to.
You're talking pure BS.
No, so.
I know.
Yeah, Fia.
I volunteer at a pub.
There must be something I can do to make sure we have the right man. Or the wrong one. Maybe get authorization so I can stun him.
Even if we could, the stun effect only lasts a half hour. We need to find something that's guaranteed to knock him out for significantly longer.
You do see.
Tying up and threatening a famous assassin. That's another off the bucket list.
Technically, it's the client who did both.
Semantics.
That's my gun.
Bye for now, Noz.
I'll be here.
I took it out of your pocket, idiot. Really? Your pocket. Ever hear of a damn holster? Not to mention you left a safe.
Hannah has him covered.
How'd a socket like you get away with this for 50 years? Nothing to say?
Whatever it is you want, you're not getting it.
Perhaps another tactic is in order.
I want you dead in a gutter. Can you give me that?
If you were gonna kill me, you'd have done.
Perhaps there.
Don't blast and tempt me.
Still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
This should do the trick.
Huh? You want to hit him over the head with it?
No. Get him so drunk he can't stand.
Bad idea. Some of the worst find enough. Now where were we? Yvonne Lazzotti.
Who?
I don't see how that.
You know who she is.
I know lots of girls.
I don't see.
You're going to kill her. I'm telling you not to.
You're talking pure BS.
I know who you are. I know what you are.
I volunteer at a puppy orphanage. Hey, lady, stop going through my stuff!
Keep it up and this bullet will go through you. You do see who's holding the gun here.
That's my gun. What are you doing with my gun?
I took it out of your pocket, idiot.
I have no idea what these drugs do. I shouldn't mess with drugs that I don't understand.
Really? Your pocket.
I have no idea.
Not to mention you left a safe.
I don't see.
How'd a socket like you get away with this?
I have no idea what.
Nothing to say?
Whatever.
I have no.
I want you dead in a gutter. Can you give me that?
If you were gonna.
Hannah has him.
Don't blast and
Hannah?
little bit.
Still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
Yvonne Lazzotti.
Who?
You know who she is.
I know.
The multi-tool.
You're going.
The multi. The multi. The multi.
I've.
The multi.
You do see who's holding the gun here.
I see.
That's my gun.
I have no idea what these drugs do. I shouldn't mess.
I took it out of your pocket, idiot. Really?
I have.
Not to mention you left the safety off. You want to blow your foot off? Or something else? How'd a socket like you get away with this for 50 years? Nothing to say?
Whatever it is you want, you're not getting it.
I want you dead in a gutter.
If there is a reason.
If you were gonna kill me, you'd have done it.
Don't blast and tempt me.
Still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
Yvonne Lazzotti.
Who?
I took it out of your pocket, idiot. Really? Your pocket.
Hey, leave that alone.
Shut up. The only person you should worry about is yourself. Not to mention you left the safety off. You want to blow your foot off? Or something else? How'd a socket like you get away with this for 50 years? Nothing to say?
Whatever it is you want, you're not getting it.
I want you dead in a gutter. Can you give me that?
If you were gonna kill me, you'd have done it.
Don't blast and tempt me.
Still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
Yvonne Lazzotti.
Who?
You know who she is.
I know lots of girls. Can't remember all their names.
This apparently contains a drug called Rosemary Hush. Some sort of sleeping aid. Maybe it can be useful.
You're going to kill her.
This apparently contains a drug called Bloody Thorn. Some sort of methamphetamine that causes aggression. Maybe these can be useful as well.
You're talking.
This apparently contains a drug called Jasmine Echo. A strong amphetamine. Couldn't hurt to take these as well.
I know who.
This apparently contains a drug called Marigold Veil. Some kind of hallucinogen. May as well take these too.
I volunteer.
This apparently contains a drug called Sage Mist. A powerful stimulant. May as well take the whole pharmacy.
You do see who's holding the gun here.
That's my gun. What are you doing with my gun?
I took it out of your pocket, idiot. Really? Your pop?
These pills should do the trick.
Huh? What's that stuff?
Rosemary Hush. It's a sleeping aid.
What am I, 5? You can force me to take the whole bottle, and it'll maybe make me yawn. At most.
Nozo, is he telling the truth?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Never mind.
So where were we? Not to mention you left the safety off. You want to blow your foot off? Or something else? How'd a socket like you get away with this for 50 years? Nothing to say?
Whatever it is you want, you're not getting it.
I want you...
Maybe these will do the trick.
Huh? What's that stuff?
Jasmine Echo. It's a strong amphetamine.
You want to make him even more lucid and alert?
Not especially, no.
Try something else. Now where were we?
If you were gonna kill me, you'd have done it.
Maybe these will do the trick.
Huh? What's that stuff?
Bloody Thorn. It's supposed to increase aggression and pain tolerance.
Do I even need to say why that's a terrible idea? Find something else. Now where were we? Don't blast and tempt me.
Still not hearing you tell me why you're here.
Yvonne Lazati.
Who?
You know who she is.
I know lots of girls. Can't remember all their names.
Maybe these will do the trick.
Huh? What's that stuff?
Sage Mist. It's a strong stimulant.
We need to make this guy less stimulated, not more. Find something else. Now where were we? You're going to kill her. I'm telling...
Maybe these will do the trick.
Huh? What's that stuff?
Marigold Veil. A strong hallucinogenic.
You want to make him even more irrational and insane?
Hey!
Shut up. And Fia, nice try, but find something else. Now where were we?
You're talking pure BS.
I know who you...
The whiskey bubbled a bit. Hopefully it does what the instructions say it will. Meanwhile, I'd better put these other pills back where they came from.
I volunteer. Hey, what are you doing? What's she doing?
Nothing you need to worry about. You do see who's holding the gun here.
I've already done that. I shouldn't make this any more potent than it already is.
That's my gun. What are you doing with my gun?
If this won't do the job, nothing will.
Huh?
Rosemary Hush, mixed with alcohol. Should knock him out for around 12 hours.
And it won't kill him?
Nozo?
Checking the archive, there's never been a single case of anyone dying from mixing alcohol and rosemary hush. They don't exactly feel good after, but that's within acceptable limits.
What the hell are you doing? You gonna drug me?
It's the least you deserve. I'll grab his mouth. Fia, you pour.
Well, that was vile.
He's sleeping the sleep of the innocent. Speaking of innocence, what happens to Yvonne?
Nozo?
The ripples are still marginal. I'm sorry.
Damn it. I don't get it. He confessed. Not just about Yvonne, but over 100 others. Decades of unsolved homicide cases got closed all at once. Did he lie about all of them? Ugh. Let me think a minute.
Hannah?
Give me a second. Let me think.
I don't think I could wake him even if I wanted to. Which I don't. Revealing our... Russ, we can't leave yet. Hang on a mo. I think the words on this page are chrono-shifting. It's making my eyes water. Come on, remember your training. Cross your eyes, focus, and... Hannah, take a look at this.
Of course. Nick was a hired killer. If he wasn't able to do it, just hire someone else. Hey, Nicky boy, wake up. Who subs for you when you're out sick? Hey! He's not gonna wake up, is he?
Not tonight, at least. He sleeps until morning, according to his future self.
can't wait that long. Ugh, what's the goddamn point? Even if we catch this second guy, what if there's a third? This is pointless.
Miss Tanaka, if I may,
What?
you're treating this like a murder to be solved. You're forgetting something important. There's no murder yet. Yvonne isn't dead. Why don't you focus on her?
What do you mean?
We can hide her, get her out of town.
Make her leave Manhattan? That girl wouldn't even go to Brooklyn. But if we could stop it just for tonight, yeah, that'll work. Just for tonight. Tomorrow it won't matter.
Won't matter.
You do know what's gonna happen tomorrow, right? Anyway, Yvonne lives with her husband over on Jane Street. Let's go save her ass. Yvonne wrote for the Village Eye newspaper, huh? No wonder she never told me where she worked.
You know of it?
Not really. They were this little rag of a newspaper, practically a tabloid. They went out of business 40 years ago, at least.
Their main headquarters was in Astor Place, if you think it's worth checking out.
May as well. Thanks, Nos.
You don't have to say it.
Say what?
Come in here to save one person, when thousands more are about to die. It's selfish. I get it. I've made my peace with it.
Selfish or not, we couldn't save any of those thousands, even if we wanted to.
And do you want to?
What I want doesn't matter, Hannah. I'm here for you, not for me.
Yeah, this is the place. They had me over every Friday for drinks.
They?
Yvonne and her husband, Dion. Amazing how it all comes flooding back, huh? I know it's been 6 decades, but...
It still feels like yesterday.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's not yesterday. It's today. Let's see what's what. Jesus. You think he would have set the record straight at least once before he died? Yvonne might have died on September 11th, but she didn't actually die in... Well, you know, people are gonna believe what they want to believe.
Nobody's home. You think we're too late?
You're asking if she's murdered already? I don't think so. Autopsy put the time of death at around midnight. That's 5 hours away. There's still time to prevent it. I'm curious. How many times have you been asked to save someone from the attack tomorrow?
That's classified.
So, a lot. You never said yes? Not once?
Never. If we opened up that door, Ground Zero would be flooded with time travelers.
But the day before is okay.
There's a risk, but within parameters. We've taken precautions.
Precautions like doubling my security deposit?
That was one of them.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, hey. This your vehicle? Sorry about riding you up. Just doing my job.
Don't worry, that car isn't mine.
Okay, good. If it were, you'd owe the city $80. What kind of moron parks in front of a fire hydrant? That's like parking rules 101 stuff.
Are you familiar with the Village Eye?
You mean the newspaper? Sure, I know it. Never read it, but I know it.
Do you know Yvonne Lazzotti?
Nah, sorry, is she local?
No, she works for the newspaper. We're trying to find her.
Hey, I'm just a greenhorn. You want to file a missing persons report? Just walk into any station.
She's not missing. We just need to find her.
Not my beat. Sorry.
Hypothetically speaking, what if
I'd ask you who your hypothetical source was, number one.
Right. Then, never mind.
Already forgotten.
I'll leave you to it.
Sure. Have a good night.
The door is locked, naturally.
The office must be closed for the evening.
Blast it. Can't seem to crack it. The multi-tool can Hello?
Yeah?
I'll leave you to it.
Sure. Have a good night.
Blast it. Can't seem to crack it. Hannah?
Yeah?
Can you tell me about Yvonne?
We roomed together in college. Hofstra. I wasn't happy there, but she was nice. We got along. Even when I dropped out the first year and enrolled in the academy, she kept in touch. Emailed me every week, making sure I was okay. Annoying as hell, but anyway.
Why did Yvonne feel the need to check in on you?
Because I was a New York cop in the 90s, that's why. And not just any cop. Back then, you could count the officers who looked like me on one hand. Yvonne worried that the pressure would get to me.
And did it?
I've made it to retirement age, so I'm gonna say no.
What about Yvonne's husband? Dion, you said.
I know what you're thinking. That's a dead end. Dion's a good dude. Or maybe he was. I have no idea if he's still alive. Anyway, I talked to him, unofficially, at Yvonne's funeral and stuff. He was clean. But it's not like I've been right about anything so far. Damn it. They always say you shouldn't work cases you're personally involved in. This is why.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Yeah, no sense wool gathering.